Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going through my Supercoach round 2 team review, in which I did score an 1811, which was the round rank of 81,472. That was a horrific round rank. I'm only in the top 20% for the season ranking, ranked all the way blowout to 35,000, which, as we showed in the fantasy one, it's just, the rankings are basically the same. In terms of the points off the top, I'm about 425, something like that, points off top. And if I was to look at the, just one second here, just to look at the top 100 rankings, I'm only 325 points off of that, which is like one good week. That's one good week of like a 2,000, and then suddenly I'm basically within about 100 points there. So I'm not too worried about that yet. And obviously trading can get that back. But anyway, let's just jump into the video. So as you can see, Sheasel had a stinker. 81 is what it is. He'll come back. Matty Roberts, 115. He had his first price rise as well. And now he's on the buy, but yeah, up 40k. And he looks good. He's gone, what's it now? 124, 95, 115. He's looking really good. And if he just goes 105 for the whole year, I mean, that's going to be near enough the top of the line. But in round 4, he should go up another 30 odd K, and then potentially even another 30 odd K after that. And suddenly you're looking at a guy. Oh, no, that's wrong there. That it says up 35k. But that seems to be somewhat wrong that it's doing that. But anyway, is what it is. I don't know. The projections aren't doing the projections the best. Let's actually just go over to the DFS and do it through that way, as that's probably going to be a little bit better, as there is some bugs with that projection, I would say, at the moment. If we just go to Roberts here and do his projection of a 1, even if it's just a 105 throughout the whole year, or throughout the next little bit, you'll see 497. So he's 475, it says. Let's just double check that. Yeah, 475. So he goes, that is where the problem is, for some reason. Yeah, it hasn't done the price change or whatever. But yeah, 22k, then 21k, and then 11k, and suddenly he's 530k, just like that. So, yep, that's all right. He looks really good. Jaden Short has had a stinker so far, so he's on the bubble now with like a 90 break even. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest with you. Yes, it does suck that he hasn't panned out, but yeah, we've got bigger issues, I would say, in terms of everything, as you'll see with Will Day, etc. But yeah, Perryman, for those that traded him to Fraser, you probably got away with it. Got away and definitely scored a lot better than a lot of us. As yeah, Fraser -1 break even. So I'm just trying to think of the trades that I had planned, and if I can sneak in that extra one. I don't think I can with Fraser because yeah, but we'll see about that. I may even do some big moves there and see if I can get it, because Fraser looks really good, and he's got another, I think, at least 2 or 3 weeks in the role that he's going to have, and he's gone, what's that, 109, 100, so yeah, I think he could do really well, so he may be a move that I'll consider off camera here after the recording. Decoding 74 did fine, and then Zach Reed, I don't think in the end cost us, because he wasn't in the bottom. He was always going to be in the bottom 4. Yeah, basically didn't cost us. Bottom 5 with Supercoach didn't cost us at all, as Davidson 72. So you got 33, 36. Yeah, it looks like 58 was the next one. So 57, 58. So it wouldn't have cost us anything. The points getting prior on field over Reed. Trainers 24 really does. That stinks. Then we get to Sarong 99 through a tag. Isn't the worst. Would rather have had Dawson in that slot now, but we can fix that up. Rosie 130. He did he did amazing and went through it. Will Day, this is an interesting call. If you just, because can you cop the, how much can you cop from a tag game against GWS? Because once he gets through that, he gets this amazing run that suddenly you're looking at probably, like, let's think about this right here and then go, let's do this. 120 project, but then this one goes a 70. Let's just show you this. So he goes down to 468. That doesn't look right. What's it? Down to 491k roughly. That seems to have stuffed up or something. And then to 488, then to 516, and then slowly climbs back up to even just here. So this will be an interesting decision of, do you trade Will Day or do you hold him? Because this run is very, very kind once you get through it. So once you get through this tag game at GWS, but we know last time against GWS he was held to 53 points. Do they tag Will Day, or do they tag Jai Newcomb, who's gone off to an electric start this year? Will be interesting. Clayton Oliver 130, back to his best, and he's got a 31 break even, so wouldn't be surprised if he goes up to 480, 490k or so next week. Nathan O'Driscoll, 95, he's done really, really well. That was a really, really good game that he had, and he's going to jump up massively. Probably the highest jumper in terms of the lowest break even aside from Bice. But Bice is on the bubble at the moment, and he's also on the bye. So I think he's going to be the one that jumps up the most. Sardis, Ashcroft, Nevitt. I'm not 100% sure. Did I do this? I actually didn't have Foz on field. Interesting. That's probably a good idea that I had Sardis on field over Foz, as that helps me get about 15 points, that move, if you think about it, because Sardis would go down to Foz. Foz would then be effectively a 57. So 15 points from that move. A slight little win. Ashcroft there, he just basically stuffed himself in the first about 10 minutes by having 4 clangers. If he didn't have the 4 clangers, that 80 that he scored in fantasy probably would have been replicated in Supercoach. So he's got the role there. It's a huge role, and he's getting 7 tackles. He'll get 2 or 3 marks a game at least, you would think. And if he can get some more kicks and stuff like that and get some accurate kicks, if his disposal efficiency is somewhere in that 65 to 70% range, he'll be absolutely fine. Callahan back this week beefs up that midfield a little bit, so I just need to consider how am I going to move around with that midfield. Can I even trade a Will Day or something like that to maybe even a guy in the back line or something like that? That's a potential plan there, just to keep all of the rookies on, all the rookies that I've got in Sardis, Ashcroft, Nevitt, and Lindsay on the field at the moment. So there's that potential plan alongside O'Driscoll. So there's that. O'Sullivan probably has to go as well, potentially. Potentially even Luke Trainer's still got a -10 break even. So it's just an interesting conversation almost in a way. And then Camporelli, etc. Gawn, TDK. Gawn just had a bad game against Sherry, and that's probably where a lot of my points have been lost there. 70 odd points would put me probably that decision probably puts me a further 10,000 ranks behind. So just shows how much of a decision one little play, one guy having a stinker can change it. TDK 104, Horn Francis, stinker. McRae, absolutely outstanding. Caleb Daniel, outstanding. Elijah Hewitt, 58, did a good covering score. Davidson, and then Hall I had to do because of Garcia. I wasn't taking Garcia's when he subbed, and I wasn't taking the annoyance there that his break even's now 59 after a 25, so I wasn't gonna have to trade him out this week anyway. And Hall's break even is still in the -50s or 40s or whatever, so he's still gonna do all right, etc. And then Lindsay down there as well. And then there's that. I wanted to get this one rather short because it does sort of follow the trend with fantasy a little bit. Both teams are rather similar at the moment, so I talk more about fantasy. And you'll obviously hear a lot tonight anyway, me talk about my side in Supercoach with the boys on the live stream later today. So you'll hear that. This will probably be released about an hour before that goes live anyway. So you'll hear my thoughts in longer form to a lot of these guys and trade targets anyway. So I'll see you guys, I guess, in that live stream later tonight. But if you did enjoy this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload. If you are listening on Spotify, give me a rating and a follow over there, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.